My Doordash people, I am back with another quick video today. Something I've been meaning to do. I'm a little late to the party. In regards to the thumbnail, as you can see, when it comes to this situation, I'm sure you guys know about it. And for those that don't, the Doordash driver, he brought an order and left it. Seems like in a hospital or some kind of company. Therefore, he left it at the desk, and it was reported that they didn't get the order. So not quite sure the situation. I heard something that the order was ordered by one person and delivered to another. So there's this speculation as far as the situation goes. But nonetheless, regardless of how it actually was or how it turned out, you have to be mindful about your job first. And this is why I specifically stated that when you are leaving an order in that type of situation, this is probably the best thing that you can do. So depending on if they say leave, give directly to the person or take a picture. Well, when they say to leave it with the person, if that was the case, I will physically take a picture and send them in the text through the app. Physically take a picture of it, even though it doesn't allow you to take a picture through the app. Just personally take the picture, send it to them in the app real quick, let them know you're leaving it at the counter. And me personally, I get the person's name that takes the order. So I have the person, I'll let them know, hey, this order is for such and such. And they take it and say, okay, what is your name? And then they give me their name. So then I also text message them that, hey, this order was left with Maria. This order was left with Tom. They have the picture that it was left on the counter there. If it was left on the counter, I'll do both. Like, I don't care. Like, because at the end of the day, this driver, not only did the customer lose their access to be able to order Doordash as a service, but the driver also lost his driving privileges. So he got deactivated. Again, now, he probably would have known. He was just upset because he got a contract violation from it, and he knew exactly that he delivered the order. So it's like, I get it. It's like, I wish that person can get their account back, and hopefully Doordash does the right thing in allowing that person. But then again, in the TOS, the terms of service, at the agreement, you probably can't go harassing customers. Like, at the end of the day, there's probably always a better option because you just don't know how things are going to turn out. You go back to somebody's house and confront them, this and that. They pull a gun out, they shoot you. Like, there's so many different things that can happen when all you got to do is try to cover yourself. Like I said, if they tell you to hand to me and they're not the physical ones picking the order up, and they're asking you to leave it on the counter, especially in that type of situation, or if it's at your home or front door, and they tell you to leave it there, take a picture of that, send a text message to them, then take a text message, especially in a company like that, get the person's name that's actually taking the order, so then you can relay that to them. So in their head, they know you've sent information across to them that verifies that, hey, the picture was taken right here at your desk at this address, and the person that took the order, Maria, is your coworker. And how would I know that? Or whatever it is, if you didn't get the order. So in the customer's head, if they were trying to scam, it would be too much proof of information there. So then they would think twice before they go and try to call Doordash and say they didn't receive the order. Like I said, at the end of the day, proof would be in the pictures and just sending in a text message. At the end of the day, after that, if there's still an issue or concern, just let Doordash deal with it. Tell them, you'll be able to show them, let them know, hey, I took a picture, I sent a text message, this is the person that took the order, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll be able to dispute that contract violation and then find out that the customer is trying to scam if that was indeed the case. So you just never want to take it into your own hands and go and try to deal with customers like that, because at the end of the day, it can still be considered harassment. And I will say that video was more harassment type. Even if the person said they didn't get the order and they did, there's still probably a better way to deal with it, because you go live and it's like, I understand. Like, me personally, I'm not going to go live. I'm not going to do that. It's just not me. I'll go to them, I'll talk to them, try to square it away. But going live like that probably can just kind of aggravate things and initiate something to possibly happen, because now you've blasted them on live on social media that's probably going across the world or whatever it is over a contract violation Now, granted, that contract violation would have dropped off over the next 100 orders or so. So it just kind of sucks that it got dealt with like that. And that contract violation, you could have just explained everything to them in the contract violation, and they would have immediately probably removed it within a couple of days, or it would have sat there until you got done with the 100 deliveries and it would have bounced itself off. But instead, you go harass the customer. And again, I get it, you be pissed off, but you go harass the customer and then look at the ending results. You actually get deactivated for harassment and bullying, and over a $10 meal, $15 meal. Like, it's just not worth it. So that's why DoorDash support is always there. You can call them and let them know, hey, this is what happened. But at first, make sure you take that picture. And I just keep the pictures for a day or two or whatever it is, because most time it's reported within a day or two. I keep those pictures. I take a picture when those type of situations, when it's inside a company. I'll take a picture of the building address outside. Like, I don't care. I'll use space in my phone at the end of the day just to make sure that I'm covered or whatever. Because at the end of the day, I've had a few situations where it's actually helped me because I took pictures and this and that. And been really clear, and even then I still had to provide proof to DoorDash, and they ended up clearing the situation up. So just a real quick reminder, you guys, to just be mindful when you're just thinking to do something and you do it. Probably just take a step back and think, okay, what's the best way to actually deal with this so you don't get in trouble yourself. So with that said, always just reach out to customer support, let them deal with it, let them handle it, and just kind of go from there. But at worst case, just let that contract violation fall off, explain to them, let them go back and appeal the decision, see what they say, and then just go from there so you don't end up losing your account. If you would have just did that, he'd still have his driver's account, he'd still be making money, and that would be it. But he didn't know. And at the end of the day, it came down to it as harassment, and especially because you posted on social media, you made the customer, I guess, look bad, and it showed that we bully customers, and that's not what we are supposed to do as drivers or whatever. So I think that was the biggest thing. Had he not did that, it probably would have been dealt with a different way. But we'll leave it at that, people. Again, with your boy C Moto, just coming to you with a little information. With that said, let me get back to start my next hour within a few minutes. I will talk to you later. Peace out.